Worried by the dwindling international funds from donor agencies in the fight against HIV/AIDS in Nigeria, a coalition of key players in the private sector has planned to set up a trust fund as an avenue to raise more money to improve and sustain HIV/AIDS response in Nigeria. Co-chairs of the Nigerian Business Coalition Against AIDS, Nibucaa, Herbert Wigwe, and Nicholas Terras, who disclosed this to newsmen, said sustaining national response to combating HIV/AIDS has become necessary given its negative impact on businesses and the country's gross domestic product.
Now in Nigeria, actually the international donors represent the biggest contributors to the supply of treatments for HIV/AIDS, but it's not sufficient. It's precisely to mobilize entities in Nigeria, such as companies, and that's what we're trying to do with Nibucaa, mobilizing companies, Nigerian companies, but also foreign companies present in Nigeria, working in Nigeria, who have a corporate social responsibility.
If you look at the role healthcare plays as far as the GDP is concerned, it's very important. I've seen what this scourge has done in countries like Kenya, in countries like Rwanda in the past, or Burundi, several other countries. It is a very significant thing. A lot has been done, but we still have a long way to go.
Available records show that Nigeria has the second highest HIV/AIDS epidemic in the world and one of the highest rates of new infection in sub-Saharan Africa, and to Nibucaa, providing assistance for rehabilitation, treatment, care and support to people living with HIV/AIDS is key to addressing the challenge.
We are coming together this time around actually to look for members and also to roll out our agenda for the year. There's no doubt, you and I know that development partners and donor agencies actually they are living in Nigeria, and the private sector are key in the response in terms of actually mobilizing resources, galvanizing more resources in order to bridge the gap which the donor agency actually have created.
Over the past 1 year, Nibucaa has worked with various organizations as technical partners to go into communities to create awareness, conduct series of testing and counseling, and also, of course, referring people that have been testing positive to hospitals for proper treatment.
Nigerians to know their status and seek treatments, stressing that only 900,000 persons living with HIV in the country are currently on a treatment program, as against the estimated 3.2 million persons nationwide. Moving on with business reports, the federal government has placed orders for the importation of 30 coaches and 300 wagons to be deployed on the Lagos-Ibadan Railway